Hey there, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Just want to make a video lesson going over the latter part of the week and kind of the monthly review. We got tomorrow's the last day of the month, and we start February on Tuesday. So we'll just go into this real quick. It was shaping up to be a pretty decent month. Was on track for a 5-6K month. Then Thursday and Friday happened, and just a bunch of overtrading. That's all really that happened. Unnecessary midday trades that didn't shape up on good size. One of them was a swing play that I've been holding for a few days. Just breaking my rules and just not good. So that really bummed me out, as well as having to take money out of my account to pay for some credit card debt. So not the greatest end to the week, but hey, it's still about to be in February, still early. I have the knowledge to grow my account, even though it's not as big as I want it to be right now. Probably when I take my money out, it's going to be just under 20K. So that's a little devastating. But hey, I know how to make money, so it'll work out. But essentially here, I overtraded. In the weeks I did overtrade, not that great. Well, I guess they were all kind of roughly around. The first week I did pretty good with 7 trades. But at the same time, these first 3 weeks had almost no plays. Like, there were opportunities, but nothing really stood out compared to the past couple days where we got KSCP. This is a beautiful play that I missed. I didn't really do much after I took my loss. Just kind of called it a day on Friday. So I was just watching this. But yeah, so we got KSCP. We had in the morning, I called Impp. It was a good tweet on the plan for that. So we're finally getting some solid movers, and not to mention, we had Srra earlier in the week, as well as Indo. So this week definitely had more action. We'll see what happens next week. Pretty much how I kind of see this is shorts have had their way for 3 weeks now. And everything was just rinse and repeat. They were getting comfortable, and then buyers just started coming in, and their plays didn't keep fading, and their expectations started breaking down, and they all just got squeezed, essentially, is how I see some of these plays. Especially, what do you call it? Impp. This was a beautiful play. Very clear, easy to read. Previous high at daybreak. It gaps up right to it. Tops out. The pre-market high was 236, which I'm pretty sure was the high of the day before. And we get this beautiful VWAP hold. And in the morning, it did nearly 11 million in volume the first 10-15 minutes. And that was more than almost double. That's actually kind of a stretch. We'll just say more. Got 7 million volume that day, and rotated that just in the morning, as it was holding up. So their expectations were broken. Shorts started panicking. Buyers like me came in and took it up. This was a decent play for me, but my losses were just too big. Made a whole blog post on cutting losses quickly and being smart about cutting your losses. I'll post that in a bit. But yeah, so just got a bit undisciplined and ate up some gains. This one would have been really nice. This is really nice actually. A small position of just 1,000 shares. We'll just call it, yeah, 1,000 shares. That's a pretty small position in this. About $2,500, and you make 1,000. You have the opportunity to make 1,000 or so within 10-15 minutes. So major short squeeze here. did end up failing. So all day fade there. But yeah, so shorts expectations are just being broken. More buyers are coming in, and that's leading to some solid moves this week. So that's kind of the gist of the week. What else is there? Some place to watch, actually. Just ignore this week. I'm kind of over it. Gmvd is a potential breakout play. Going to all-time highs, relatively low float, and it's just holding up. I think we could get a test to mid-sixes, and after that we could possibly test 10. In this in the past few days, a stock like this has the opportunity to go to 10. But usually, take your quick snipe, and that's still what I'm going to be doing, but I just still think this has more room to run than what I'm going to be capturing. Another potential play, Indo. We got this beautiful spike here. This was actually one of my stupid losses. Like a fool, I traded this horribly twice. Pre-market, I chased, ended up getting dumped on. I got this solid play from the low sixes out in the low sevens. And then once again, got dumped on here. So that was unfortunate. I had a bunch of overhead resistance. I just thought we could head higher. But this thing is still holding pretty well. So this is going to be a potential play for me. If this fails to break down, I can see this as a multi-day bounce. And I would like it to test 9. And ideally, honestly, takes off higher and we get a multi-day breakout from the multi-day bounce. So with a low float like that, that is possible. 1.6 million. But yeah, just really considering what the other side is thinking. This thing is totally failing to break down, and if this keeps holding the mid 4s, I think shorts will slowly start buying their shares back, and buyers are going to start coming in. And it really should get a solid squeeze. I don't know if it will take off, but this should have a move within the next couple of days. It might need another day of fading or just going sideways. But yeah, that's going to be a top watch this week. Same with Gmvd. I think that's kind of it. Let's see here. IMRN, another potential play. Breaking 4.4 breakout. So low volume right now is definitely going to need a huge volume perk, but that's something to keep an eye on as it's holding up pretty well. Let's see here. APM. Low volume bounce day on Friday. But if this thing could keep holding trend and come back, I would not be shocked to see a breakout over the mid 2s. Low float. Does pretty good volume. Moves pretty quick. So I think a bunch of people might be covering their positions soon after this downtrend. And then some more buyers are going to come in. Got a little bit of a warmer market now. Past few days after the Fed talk or meeting on Wednesday, I forgot, but it's bringing in some volatility, and I think we're just gonna have more going into this next week. Buyers and short sellers just preparing, licking their wounds, and getting ready for this next week. We got buyers seeing some momentum. Shorts, of course, think everything is just gonna fail, and yeah, these do end up being great shorts, so they just short right into them. So we'll be looking for things to hold up and potentially squeeze higher if the short sellers' expectations aren't met. And that's kind of what this play was here. For the past 2-3 weeks, a play like this just fades, maybe overextended gap down, has a bounce in the morning, and then just fades the whole day. Same thing with Srra, I believe. That was the one that kind of kicked it off, if I remember. Yeah, beautiful play here. I'll get back to the other one. But we get this failure to keep breaking down. Shorts keep expecting plays to just fade and gap down since the past couple, pretty much this whole month. That's been the pattern. Short damn near anything on the top percent gainers and just hold it till the next day. In this case, now buyers are coming in. They can't do that. They're covering their position, shorting again into the resistance. It's failing to break down, and you get these decent short squeezes. Started off with Srra, that reversal of the pattern of thinking. And then same thing with Indo, like I said, failed to break down, and their expectations weren't met, and they had to cover. So, and that invites some more buyers like me who see that momentum shift, and that might lead to even more plays. So I think next week will be, well, starting tomorrow, next week, yeah, it will be kind of interesting. I think we'll have more plays. But yeah, so I don't want to make this too long. Leave it with a couple lessons of the week and a couple trades to look for this week. Hope this was useful. Twitter is pretty useful. If you go to PAP, what is it? Paps Traders. Let me just check it out real quick. Twitter. Yeah, Pap Traders, Back Punch Traders here. Yeah, post some, well, I hope is useful information. But yeah, we'll just wrap that up and call that a week. So we'll study up and get ready for tomorrow. Exciting.